Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 6. Today is Manny's birthday. Say happy birthday, Daddy. Oh, he needs his passy. He dropped it. He's trying to get it. Happy birthday, Daddy. And it is also 1 year since we announced that we were having this little guy. He just burped, but 1 year since we announced that we're having him. So this is a super exciting day. But Manny's going to open a little birthday gift.
I read the card first.
Yes, the card's on this side.
I thought that was saying yo-yo. Yo-yo, Daddy. Happy birthday.
That's that my open thing, too.
Happy birthday, Daddy. You are the best daddy ever. I'm so glad you're mine. I can't wait until we can play football and music together. But for now, we can cuddle. Thank you for being so good to Mommy and teaching me what a real man is. We love you so much, Zion and Mommy. With an O.
You're gonna start explaining my... You guys, when you start opening it, one of them... I always do that. One of them is something little.
This is Vans. That actual heck.
But anyway, it's Vans, which I know Vans are not usually what you really wear, but you had your size, and I thought that they were nice, and you need black shoes. So.
Oh, that's nice. I like those, mate.
You like them?
Yeah. Thank you.
You wanted black shoes, so that's why I got that.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then there's just a little... It's an H&M shirt, but it's a long one.
A t-shirt. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hopefully the Vans fit. That's what oddball is.
It is? Because they're odd size.
Yeah, they do like big shoes. So the deal with the shoes is Manny really wanted black shoes, and he has some that he's not really crazy about, but he just bought them because he has huge feet, and so it's so hard to find shoes that fit him. Like, it's no joke. He's size 16, and so it's like extremely hard to find shoes that will fit him. And he likes shoes a lot, but he can never find like shoes like what he wants to buy in his size. Like even Vans. For our wedding, we got custom Vans because Vans typically don't go up to that size. But I found this website that's called Oddball, and it's basically like big size shoes, like just random. And they have like, they don't have a ton, honestly, but they have a decent amount. And they have like Vans, they have like some Nikes, they have some different shoes on there that go up to really big sizes. And it's only big sizes, they don't have any smaller ones. So that was really cool. When I found that, I was excited because they had like just plain black Vans, and so I know Vans are like good quality and everything. So anyway, I was excited to give those to him because he really wanted just some regular black shoes that actually fit him. Okay, I am currently booking it to staff meeting because I'm not gonna be late. Oh shoot! Okay, I am currently booking it staff meeting because I'm not gonna be late. Oh shoot! Hello everybody. so I'm back from the staff meeting. I took my hat off, so if you can see my extension tape, just pretend like you can't because I haven't really looked to fix it. And my hair's so thin on the top now, postpartum hair loss, whatever. Which I don't mind, but I have extensions so you can see the tape a lot of the time. I honestly don't care, but people always tell me they can see it. I know you can see it. we're just moving on. But anyway, I had a morning. Yes, I did. It was very interesting. It's not even that big of a deal, but honestly, stuff like this to me is such a big deal. I will think about this for many years. I just am so frustrated. So our driveway, and it's entirely my fault, so I'm not blaming the driveway, but there is things that go into it. And I'll say this. I've never actually like wrecked a car or anything like that, but I did, I guess this counts as a wreck. I ran my dad's I ran my dad's car through a fence one time, but I was young. I didn't have a license yet. And that's a whole story for a different time. I think I've told the story. That happened. I mean, I was learning to drive. It wasn't like I was 3 or something, but I didn't actually have my license yet. Driving with my mom, and it was Father's Day, and it was embarrassing, and I felt horrible, and it was a lot of damage. But anyway, so that's the only other time I've done anything like that. I've never really done anything to cars. But today I was leaving for the staff meeting. I was kind of in a rush, but I was not going fast. I had just backed out. And we have this tree in our driveway. Now, when we moved here, like literally years ago, our landlord and like our pastor and stuff like that, they're related and everything. Well, they all told us that that tree is dangerous and that everybody hits it. Like everybody at some point living here backs out and hits that tree, like backs into the tree. Now, of course, I'm like, no, I'm not going to back out and hit the tree. Like I can see the tree. I'm generally pretty safe, right? Like I'm fine. My mom always tells me whenever she's here and we're in the car together, she's always like, don't hit that tree. And I'm like, Mom, I drive every day here. I've never hit the tree. Like, it's been this thing where I'm like, I'm not going to hit the tree. Manny's always like, Manny actually usually backs in so that we pull out. We don't like back out, which Krista said it's actually your fault, Manny, because you didn't back in, which is what you normally do. So she said it's actually not my fault, it's your fault. That's what she told me. Huh?
So I come up with him in the car now.
That's true. But Krista said that because I always say, why does Manny do that? And she's always like, I don't know why guys always want to just back in like that. And that would have helped in this situation. Anyway, so Manny used to back in with his car seat. We can't get him out. Our carport's really small. So anyway, so this morning I'm going to staff meeting, and this is after Manny tells me all the time, don't hit the tree. Manny's concerned that he's going to hit the tree. I mean, it's like right there. I'm backing out, and Zion didn't come with me this morning. I don't even think I said that yet. Usually he does to the staff meetings and all that. I always tell you guys, I bring him to work with me. I'm with him all the time. But this morning he was napping, and if he's napping on Monday mornings, I leave him at home with Manny because I'm not going to wake him up to bring him to the coffee shop for staff meeting, you know. So he was in bed, and I was going to staff meeting. Wonderful morning, Manny's birthday. I back out and I turn around and I can see this truck on our road, and I only say that part because I did look. I see this truck on our road, and I'm like, okay, when this truck goes by, I'm going to go ahead and pull out. I'm going to turn my wheel and go out. But I backed up, apparently much further than I realized that I backed up. I have never done that. And I do always look at the tree because people say that. Well, I'm backing up, I'm looking, and then I turn back around and I've hit the tree. And of course, when you do something like that, I feel like it always probably sounds even worse than it is. And in that moment, it sounded to me so bad. I mean, it had a shattering kind of noise because I did break the light. It had a shattering noise, and I thought, I have absolutely destroyed the car. Like, and it honestly, it's not like we have a luxury car or something. The way I'm talking about it, you would think I've destroyed our new Range Rover, you know. But it's the only car that we have, and we have to have a car. So I'm thinking, like, I had destroyed this car right here on this tree that I said I'm never going to hit. Number one, I was embarrassed, especially because I always say, like, who would hit the tree? Clearly I do. And also, I'm actually running a little bit late. I wasn't late at that time, but I didn't want to just take off. I didn't know what was wrong with the car. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, can I even drive to the meeting? I didn't know. I don't know why I wouldn't be able to, but I thought maybe I, have done something to the car. So I'm honking the horn, trying to get Manny to come out. He didn't hear it. I honestly thought he would hear me hit because to me it sounded so loud. I don't think it was. I think it just scared me. So when he comes out, I had already gotten out of the car because I'm like, I'm just going to have to look to see what I thought the whole back end was tore off. Honestly, in my dramatic mind, I was like, I've destroyed the car. So I look back there and I see the tail light is busted out on one side, which I guess is not really expensive. I thought that was a big deal. Like when I saw that, I was like in tears. I thought I'd really done something bad. I don't know. I don't know anything about cars. I thought that was going to be a big deal. So there's also, I think it's a little bit dented or something too. It looks scratched. It isn't that bad. I'll show you what it looks like. But yeah, I did that this morning. And then so I text my pastor because I think I'm going to be late to the meeting. I wasn't, by the way. I was later than I like to be because when we get there, we order coffee. I mean, I don't have to do that, but we order coffee and stuff. So I try to get there early enough to where I can order the coffee and then be like ready with a few minutes to spare. I don't like to be pushing it, especially ordering coffee. I don't like to go in late and like, can I get a latte? You know, like I like to be early. So I had like probably like 2-3 minutes to spare. It wasn't like I wasn't late, but I did text him and say like, hey, I hit the tree. I think my exact text was like, hey, I hit the tree. I'm a moron. I'm gonna be late. I'm sorry. Like something like that. I was just so upset. And everybody knows my personality. Like one of my best friends, Krista, we work together. She knows my personality really well, and we're similar in that way. And she knows that I'm just like gonna beat myself up for hitting this stupid tree for days. So when I got in, my pastor texted me back first. He's like, oh man, that, you know, I'm sorry, you're good. We'll be here. Just do whatever. He's the easiest person ever to work for. He's just very understanding. So I get there and he stands up and he's like hugging me. You would have thought I was in a tragic car accident or something because they're so nice. But he was like hugging me, and Krista was like, are you okay? Because I walked in the coffee shop crying over this because it had just happened. I had to go to the meeting. Like I couldn't wait. You know, I'm already almost late. So anyway, I was literally crying because I felt so stupid. I still feel stupid. I know that kind of stuff happens. I know it's like not even that big of a deal. It's actually not even that expensive to fix. Apparently, if you ever need to know that, it's not that bad. But I just feel so dumb. Like it could have been prevented. I don't know. I still don't really know how I hit it. If I had been like flying or if I'd done something wrong, I'd be like, that's why. But truly, I guess I just backed up too far. I don't know. I've never done it before, and I've lived here 3 years, so I don't know. I don't really know why that happened. But anyway, it's not, and we're all safe. Thank God Zion wasn't with me. I mean, he would have been fine. It's not like it hurt anybody. But if he'd been in the car, I know I would have been like absolutely a wreck because I'm so protective of him. And honestly, if he'd been in the car, I just have a feeling it wouldn't have happened because I am overly cautious when he's in the car. Like very cautious. Like when he's in the car, I literally, when the light turns green, I actually don't even go like for a minute. like I look both, because our intersection's not very good and people just run that light, especially semis. So I'm very, very cautious when he's in the car. So I have a feeling if he'd been with me, I actually probably wouldn't have done it. I probably would have been even more safe. But yeah, thank God he was not in the car, and thank God we're safe. I mean, obviously these things could be so much worse. That's like when I wrecked my dad's car when I ran it through the fence. I mean, I actually ran it through the fence. I knocked the fence over and everything. When I did that, I was in tears, and my dad was like, Rose, like, you could have, like, somebody could have been on the other side of that fence and you could have hit them. You know, like, if something like that happens, that's what's really bad. Like, you just hit the fence. It's a car. You know, it's a fence. It's not like people's lives. It's not that big of a deal. And so I try to keep that perspective in mind because that's how my dad has always been. Manny came out, my pastor asked me if he was kind of joking around, but after I'd calmed down. But he asked me if Manny yelled at me about it this morning. And he probably thought that because I was so upset when I got to the coffee shop. But he didn't at all. Manny's just not like that. Manny has, I don't think, ever yelled at me the whole time we've been together. And I'm serious. We've been together for a lot of years. And I don't think he's ever raised his voice at me. He's never like that. That's just not his personality. But he wasn't even mad. He wasn't upset. He said, like, I always think I'm going to do that. Everybody does that. I totally see how you did it. And it's not a big deal. And we've already ordered a replacement for the light and everything. But I just feel kind of dumb. But that's okay. It happens and we're all human. And so that's what today's Vlogmas video is. I literally have hit the tree. But we're home now, and I'm able to joke about it. Honestly, in the beginning, I was seriously so upset. Like, I thought, I had devotional this morning, too, for our staff meeting. So I was like, now I'm going to go do this devotional, and I'm, like, so upset over this car. And I wasn't mad. I don't care, honestly, about the car. I just felt dumb because I hit it, and I knew people were going to ask, what's wrong with your car? So I just made it very known to everybody that, yes, I hit the tree. I'm not private about that kind of stuff. But we had a good meeting. It was a successful meeting. I had planned on vlogging in there and whatever, and we were talking about the car, and then we started the meeting because I was almost late. But yeah, we had a good meeting, and we I have some things to work on. I have some notes and I need to work on, but I'm gonna go have some lunch and then we're gonna head to the office for the rest of the day. Well, until it's time to leave, till 3:30. Also, I wanted to defend myself. So for the record, my pastor and everybody like that is from around here. So we live in a house that like the rent comes out of my salary. So it's kind of similar to like a housing allowance kind of thing. If you're familiar with ministry, that's very common. I don't know if it's common in other jobs. I don't think it's common in most, but for ministry it is. You move somewhere and then a lot of the time they will pay for your housing, your salary will cover it. Like there'll be a part of your salary designated for that. So my pastor actually is the one that like gives over the rent. It comes from my salary, but he's the one that actually like hands it over. So he knows this house really well, and other people have lived here that have worked at the church. So he said that like pretty much I don't know if like literally every single person, but pretty much everybody that's lived here or people that have come here to visit, all of that, have at one time hit this tree. So that was, you know, made me feel better, which I know that's a thing because when we moved in, they told us like, be careful for the tree because everybody hits it. And like they've said that for years. So obviously it really does happen. They do hit the tree, but, it made me feel better, but it was just a dumb moment. And, thankfully it's not worse. Could have hit somebody, you know? So thankfully everything's good. Everybody's safe. Nobody got hurt, and that's what matters. But that will not happen again. I can assure you. I'll do something different so that I don't hit the tree next time. Okay, so I'm at the office. I have a little sleeping buddy right there. I am designing right now a poster type of thing because this weekend our kids ministry is walking in a parade and they want 2 posters to carry, so I'm designing that. I'm excited about it. I actually think it's gonna look pretty cute, so I'm excited. Tonight I have lessons. It's Manny's birthday, so I thought about taking the night off from lessons, but the girls I give lessons to tonight are basically family to us, and I know he'll like, you know, to hang out with them and whatever, and he doesn't really want to go out and do anything. He said that he's good to just stay home, so we're gonna do that. But I'm just trying to pick a font that I want to use. That's kind of like hard part for me. Manny is better at this than I am, but I'm really trying hard. I'm trying hard to make it look nice. But yeah, Zion is sleeping. Obviously he's gonna sleep for a little while, so it's good. He's getting a good little nap. I'm trying like every font on here. This one looks kind of good. It's a different thing. They want it to be like nativity themed, so because they're all going to be dressed up. So yeah, I'm just finishing up some work here. It's 2:45. We leave at 3:30, and then have lessons at 4, from 4 to 5. Now after that meeting, I probably will have a little dinner or something. I don't know what we'll have, but we'll figure it out when we get there.
Oh, you have a good nap. Yes, sir.
Okay, he is obviously awake. I am going to go ahead and change his diaper real quick. Before we head home, we're going to be heading home in like 15 minutes, but figured I'll just change him before we head that way. So I'm going to change him real quick, and then we're going to go home pretty soon. I just saw a notification come up for some of my favorite YouTubers, Rochelle and Justin. They are an IVF couple. They have actually they have 4 IVF babies. They had one that they unfortunately lost, Bryn, which is really sad, and that's actually how I found them. I started following them because they shared their story about IVF and about Bryn, and they just have a really beautiful story, and they've been through a lot, and so they I just feel a real connection with them because they're some of the first that I watched even before I knew that we were going to be doing IVF in the future and all of that. And if you don't know, we did IVF to conceive Zion, and we also have another baby, another embryo. If you hear the fan, I have the fan on. It's warm in here today. But anyway, I just got a notification from them, if you don't follow them, you should, that they actually, they have 4 IVF babies, 1 set of twins in that, and they conceived naturally, and it's so incredible because they actually have the same kind of infertility that Manny and I have. And so because of that, it just really hits home, you know, with like that could literally be us. And if you don't know, we were given, you know, it's a very small chance, really. We were never given a number, but based on our severity of our infertility and from what I researched, it would be a very, very slim chance, like medically speaking, but God can literally do anything. And I know Rochelle and Justin were given, I think at one point she may have said in the video, like a 1% chance of conceiving naturally. I mean, it was a very low chance. And so I am literally thrilled for them. I'm just so excited because it feels like, you know, a win in the infertility community. I mean, IVF is a win too, don't get me wrong. IVF is an incredible thing. I'm just so grateful for it. God is so good to have provided this option. And IVF is a miracle in and of itself, but it's just, you know, with IVF you are limited, like, you know, on, like, I don't know, it's just how many babies, how many pregnancies, all those types of things. And then also you are kind of, it's so expensive and all that stuff, you know, there's just so much that goes into it. And so obviously getting pregnant naturally is of course a huge thing, and I'm so happy for them. But it does, like, I don't even want to say, like, I mean, I do want to say it kind of gives me hope. Like, obviously we are going to transfer our other embryo no matter what. Even if we were to get pregnant naturally, we are going to be using that embryo. But I don't know, I have had people ask, you know, like, well, you know, it's possible that you could go on to get pregnant naturally. And, you know, people, like, you hear those stories, you know, happening, people who've done IVF. And honestly, in my years of kind of just like frustration and infertility, that was just annoying to hear. You know, it's like, cool, good for them kind of situation, you know, when you're just angry. But anyway, I do know that it does happen. And so I don't know, you know, God is good and he's faithful, and he knows he has a plan. So I don't think that infertility is God's plan, because I don't think that anything negative or bad, or, you know, like infertility is a health issue. I don't think that health issues like are God's plan, but I do think that he takes those things and he uses them for his glory. And I do believe that he can do anything. And I love Rochelle and Justin's video. They put a verse at the end, a really good verse, about how he does things that you can't even understand. You know, like, it doesn't medically, it makes no sense that this happened for them, but spiritually, in the spiritual realm, it makes perfect sense, you know. And so I'm literally so happy for them. There's no, like, sense of jealousy or anything like that, because truly it feels like we've all won. You know, when one of us wins, we all win. And again, IVF is a win. I mean, I've won the ultimate, you know, like, my baby is just, he's just everything to us. And I am so thankful for IVF, and I'm so proud to be part of that community. But it was just a really cool moment, you know, to see, like, I know what that's like to take that test and think like, there's no way, but let's just check anyway. And this time there was. this time it was good news. And it's literally getting a positive pregnancy test after infertility is the most incredible feeling. So congratulations to them. Go subscribe to them. They are incredible. I just love them so much. So anyway, that was cool. And honestly, you know, people say, he's grabbing the camera. People say that, you know, are you gonna, like, try to get pregnant naturally again or anything like that? And honestly, in my infertility trauma, little foot, I was like, I'll never do that again. You know, like, I mean, we've obviously, like, we've always said, like, if we get pregnant, that'll be great. That's why I'm not on birth control or anything like that, and never plan to be again. But it's one of those things, like, now I feel like God has really allowed my heart to heal a lot through Zion. Zion has been used as a tool, I really feel like, to heal my heart. And he really has. He has just taken that anger, that infertility anger and bitterness and frustration that I carried around for years. And I've really experienced so much healing from being a mom. So much healing that it's just like I'm in such a good place. And so I really do think that I would be able to try again without this pain and pressure. Not without pain, of course. It always stings to get a negative pregnancy test, no matter what, once you've been through infertility. But I think I could emotionally do it, you know. And I didn't know that I could again. I didn't know that I could do the testing and the stuff again, because it's just so much. But I think now that my heart is so much more healed and I have him, and I just feel so blessed and so privileged to even have a child, you know. I think I could. So I don't know, we'll see what the future holds, and we'll see kind of how things work out. And we know that our family is going to keep growing one way or the other, and that God is faithful. He's proven it time and time again, and you never know what he's up to. And I think that's what's so cool about the Rochelle and Justin thing, that they didn't expect that, and God is working on your behalf even when you don't know, even when you have no idea. Like, you might not even know, but tomorrow could be the best day of your life. And that's what's so exciting about God. Like, he's always looking out for his kids, and he's always giving us good and perfect gifts, and we just have to acknowledge that, you know. And I just think that's so cool that he literally is just giving us gifts all day, you know. I've always looked at, like, I'm an artsy person, so this kind of sounds artsy, but like sunsets and like just beautiful things that happen in your day. He's just giving you these gifts, you know. And I think he's so good like that, that he just gave them this unexpected. They were about to start another IVF cycle to transfer, and he gave them this unexpected gift. And I just think that's so cool. That's how he operates. That's how he is after they tried for years, you know, to get pregnant naturally. And so anyway, I just am so thrilled for them, and it's so good to see miracles still happening. And just like with Zion, he is our miracle. I mean, there are so many different ways that could have gone. There are so many ways it could have failed. So many. And he's here, and he's healthy, and he's beautiful, and he's the biggest miracle I've ever witnessed. And he's brought me closer to God in so many ways. So anyway, I'm so happy for them and so excited for the future. You never know what God has up his sleeve, and he's just faithful. So, but yeah, we're gonna head home. I should have my devotional today that was supposed to come in the mail. I want to show you guys my new devotional. I don't know if it ever came, but anyway, I'm gonna get him loaded up, because that takes just a little while to get his stuff packed up and everything, and then we're gonna head out. Okay, so we ordered Sonic for Manny's birthday dinner. Very fancy, typical for us. I also have different glasses on, and I'm gonna go pick it up. Zion just got down for a nap. Manny laid him down once and he didn't stay asleep, so I put him back to sleep, and for now he's still asleep. So I'm gonna go ahead and head to go get the Sonic. So I'm at Sonic. We just got like an ice cream to share and a couple burgers, and I got those cheddar peppers or whatever they're called. I love those things. This is like my guilty pleasure food, although there's not really any guilt, because I truly don't really care. Probably should care more than I do. But anyway, I am gonna enjoy this. Why is it not saying my name on there? It doesn't show my name, but I ordered it. Usually it says hi Rose. This is weird. What a day. Okay, no worries. And they had the thing. It showed up. My name showed up on there literally as he was bringing it. Like he was at the window. It's kind of awkward actually, but I'm gonna go and take it home. and eat. I'm actually super hungry. Okay, we had our ice cream and our food. Things Zion's waking up. I feel like I might be getting a clogged milk duct, so just let you know that's a thing. I've had it one other time. I haven't had a big problem with that, thank God. In these almost 6 months that I've been breastfeeding, I think I've only had a clogged duct one time. But it kind of feels like it's going that direction, and I'm not getting much output from my left side when I pump right now. It's always my weak side, but today it's like I'm really struggling with that side, and I know it's not a drop in my supply because it's uncomfortable. I know there's milk, it's just kind of stuck, I think. So I'm gonna take a hot shower real quick and try to loosen that up and use my Haka. But I'm gonna show you guys my new devotional. I'm so excited about this. Where is it? I got it. I just walked to the mailbox in the dark, which I hate doing, so that I could get my devotional out. I forgot to get it earlier. Anyway, Jesus Calling for Christmas. It's the prettiest book. Like, just sit out for Christmas or something too. But it says experience peace, comfort, and joy in Jesus' presence at Christmas. Like the prettiest pictures. I just think it's such a nice book, and I love Jesus Calling. It's like so well done. But I'm excited. I'm gonna start this tomorrow morning, but I'll be sharing it with you guys in. I may even share, because these are short, I may even share every Vlogmas from now on. Starting tomorrow morning, I might just go ahead and share my devotional for that morning. So anyway, I'm going to end today's video and go ahead and hop in the shower, try to get this milk situation taken care of. But thank you for watching. Remember, you are incredible. Jesus loves you, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Chestnut roasting, Jack Frost nipping.